Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
All right, guys, pictures up.
It's high noon.
Luckily, this intro is a half an hour long,
Yeah,
so
don't worry about it.
we got
It
plenty of
covers
time.
the whole high noon.
David started this at breakfast this morning. We're just now tuning in.
Yeah, watch out. All right.
All right, guys, pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Let's roll sound.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speed. 2. Asham, take 2. Mark.
Settle. Ready?
Set. And action.
This thing's
Try not
forever.
to blast everybody
This is
away.
forever as well.
Penn Cinema
Part of
Podcast.
the live.
Your
thing.
behind
right.
the curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Penn Ketchum and David Moulton.
Welcome to the show. I'm David Bolton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. What's up?
Penn,
David, that was so awkward.
it was so awkward.
Our sound is all screwed up. I could hear the music, but not the.
But not, yeah, but not the talking, yeah.
That was
But,
great.
You know, that's a live show for
That's
you.
the beauty of doing a
You
live
gotta do
show.
it.
Yeah.
We're going to do it live.
Yeah.
As they say.
It's not as perfect as our usual shows.
No. I mean, those.
If we're known for anything, it's perfection.
Perfection. That's 100% true.
Right.
Here we are, high noon, July 19th. A complete box.
You really are a mess.
It's a live show. We didn't
are-
write down the date.
We are at Complete in Box, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's third year in a row, right?
Yeah.
That is correct. Third
Yes.
year in the row.
Yes, this is one of our only annual traditions that we have successfully repeated.
It's officially a tradition.
Yes.
2 years, that's happenstance. 3
Right.
years, tradition. So
Yeah.
we have to do it from now
4
on.
years, it's a problem.
It's 4 years. It's a problem for Spence.
So, Spencer, welcome to the show. We're at your store. It's been another year. Lots have happened.
Don't remind me, man.
What are some of the highlights for you coming up? This is your 14th year. We had a system launch. Just give me the rundown.
Yeah, the Switch 2 launch went great. Besides the fact that it's a little too expensive, but everyone's kind of. I mean, David picked one up from us, and that went very well. It was very cordial as always.
Cordial.
I mean,
Sometimes I can get belligerent.
Penn, I don't know if you know this, but probably 10 years ago, David and I had a Facebook contest where we stood in front of our mirrors. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
We stood in front of our mirrors because we're both kind of hairy gentlemen. I mean, you can literally tell from 20 feet away on David because he's got the darker hair.
out.
And it was just standing there flexing what little muscles we have,
Yeah.
seeing who's the most burly, and no one really won, to be honest.
No one really wanted it.
Yes, no one wanted it. No one asked for it. It happened.
But
No
by
one
God,
won.
they got it.
It
The
happened.
competition happened.
So ever since then, obviously, we've been cordial as all get out.
You have to respect your fellow athletes.
Right? Is that as close to sports as you're ever going to get?
It might be. So this year, we've asked you to come to us with your top 5 video games based off of movies.
Yes.
And I think the stipulation I gave you was the games could not just be direct adaptations of the movie, right? Did I give you
I
that?
don't know if you gave me that.
I may have thought it really hard. I get
yeah.
that from my mom.
I tried to do it where definitely the movie came out first, and then the video game came out afterwards. A lot of these on my list aren't necessarily straight up beat for beat what happens in the movie. That happened in a lot of older games.
Yeah.
Penn, just to catch you up, because I know you're not a big game guy. For years, right? What?
Since when?
For years and years, and I see Roland out there, and he can definitely nod his head to this. It was a meme that video games based off movies were always very, very, very bad. A game came out, you were like, oh, cool, this exists, and they're just trying to put it out as fast as possible. Just as an example, Alien 3, that had the production hell and everything, and they were trying to come out with the game at the same time as the movie. The movie kept getting delayed, and eventually they were like, put the damn game out, get it out. So there was this game out there for 6 months, and people were like, I guess there's also a movie coming eventually. So it's always been just chaos trying to get games out
Yeah.
with movies. And especially nowadays that video games take a lot longer to make than even movies.
Oh, yeah.
It's become a whole thing where you're seeing a little bit less of them. And the ones that do generally tend to be pretty good because if they're putting $100 million into it, hopefully it ends up being good.
Right.
So
They want to try and make that money back.
So I tried to do with my list a little bit of. I did not consider the movie being good or not. I considered the game being good. So
Excellent.
if it's okay with you, I will get started.
go.
So my not honorable mention, because I dislike this game greatly, is GoldenEye 64.
Really?
Everyone absolutely loves that game. Let me ask you this for all you people out there that are shaking your fist at your phone, I guess. Have you played it in the last 15 years? It is the singular game in the entire universe for me that has not held up at all. It is incredibly difficult to play in any current year. So I bet you all expected GoldenEye is going to be number one. It's not even on the list. I have to mention it so you guys know it is not there.
Is that a James Bond thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So it's in video game lore. It is an incredibly important game. It's one of those. I'm sure there's a movie like that was incredibly important at the time, but you look back at it and you go, "Oh, it's been done better in many, many ways."
Star Wars.
There you go. There you go. It's the Star Wars of video games. It was so important to everything, but try to play it nowadays. Rough.
Gotcha.
Very, very
Gotcha.
rough. Okay, so jumping in straight to my top 5. I have not seen this movie. I have True Lies for the Super Nintendo. From what I understand, it's not one of Arnie's greatest movies. It's
Hard to say. I don't remember it.
I loved it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is made by a.
I'm not saying it was good.
Okay.
He just remembers he saw it. So
I'm just
therefore-
saying I loved it. I enjoy it.
This was published by a very infamous company called LJN. Have you ever heard of LJN? So LJN essentially, they were a toy company in the 80s, and they thought, oh, video games or something, and they started publishing the crap of the crap. And 90% of their stuff was absolute garbage. Somehow, this published LJN game based on a movie that not a ton of people saw compared to, Terminator and all that kind of stuff, ended up being a really good kind of action adventure kind of game, surprisingly good and much better than the movie. So that's for anyone out there. If you want to, play it any way you can, True Lies for the Super Nintendo, it is awesome. Heading into number 4, this is another one where the movie was very hyped up and ended up being pretty bad, but the game is much better. We have X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh yeah, that game was amazing.
I watched a couple videos on how that game was, or how the movie was made, and it got pushed back, and people didn't like it. I'm not the biggest X-Men fan, but I remember it being pretty negatively taken. For some reason, the game came out and was super mature, super brutal. I'm talking Wolverine. There's a scene I'll never forget from watching it where he takes a guy and puts him on his claws, and there is a helicopter rotor there. Think kind of like Indiana Jones, except for you can, see everything that's happening, right? People love that game. That game actually, as of recently, commands upwards of $100 because people it didn't sell very well because they went, this is some dumb movie-based game. And then years later, people were like, this game's actually awesome. So again, another one.
Cool, like stalking thing where you used to smell. Like they had an effect for a smell where you would track people.
Yep.
That was really cool.
Yeah, just a mixture of being able to track like Wolverine, but then also just destroy like Wolverine. I don't know much about X-Men, but I always figured Wolverine was pretty brutal. Like that's kind of his character. He doesn't care about anything. So it was nice to see a game where they're like, this is mature and deal with it, which does not happen often for games like that. Number 3, I have, and this is a personal childhood one of mine. There's a game called Little Nemo Dream Master for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's based off a 1989 Japanese film called Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland. I've never watched it. I'm not going to pretend that I have. However, the game itself, it's Capcom. For anyone who knows out there, Capcom was essentially Marvel of the early to mid 2000s. Just everything they did was an absolute hit.
The early aughts, as David would say.
Yes.
The early aughts, yeah.
The early aughts.
Yeah.
And just every single thing that they came out is just a wonderful, bright, vibrant, colorful platformer game. It even does one of those things where you have to collect a certain amount of items in each level to go to the next level, which I usually hate because I have no patience for anything. Once you have 3 kids, you're just like, please game, beat for me. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to do it. I just want to press the X button and be like, you won. Thanks. Thank you so much. But despite that, I have to go and find all the keys and everything to get through levels. It's wonderful. Number 2, I was just mentioning Capcom. We have Aladdin. Oh. Now, I want to be very clear here, folks. and Roland's the only guy who would know video games here, so I'm going to point to him just because he happens to be here. There is a lot of discourse about the Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis version, and I can tell everyone is getting real angry. Can you feel the anger in this room?
tense.
You can
It's
you can
tense.
feel it. It's tense right now. They're like, you see the Super. Oh my gosh, they're going on sides. The Super Nintendo's on the left. The Sega Genesis on the right.
This, I don't think we've ever had a more divided audience.
Right.
Luckily, this is a podcast, so you can. Oh my God, people, calm down. Thank you. Goodness gracious. So there's a lot of. So the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis games, surprisingly, are completely different games. The Super Nintendo one's much more of an action adventure kind of game, and the Sega Genesis is much more of like a beat 'em up kind of thing where you have a sword and all that. I'm going to tell you right now, the Super Nintendo one is better in every single way. It's
Interesting.
Were you a Super Nintendo or
a
Sega?
Genesis.
You were a Genesis guy.
That's what I had.
All right, David, put it down.
I got
Put it down.
all right,
Put down the
put
blunt
it down.
object. Okay.
Roland had the Super Nintendo.
So okay. Thank you for pushing them back into the other direction. Thank you for that.
I remember there were times, I don't know if it was allowed, but there were times where I would have played a game. I don't know if necessarily we played them together, but I would have played a game and I'd been like, did you play this? And he'd be like, oh yeah, I have it here. And it would be totally different. This, like Aladdin. Like it bogged my mind. Why would they call it the same thing with the same cover, and it'd be two different games?
They oftentimes had different developers make the game for the different systems,
That's
which
what it was.
does not happen anymore.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because you'll still have people that are like, I'm a PlayStation guy, I'm an Xbox guy. The games are the same on both systems. It really comes down to, do you still want to be a fanboy? It's perfectly fine with me, but it's not like it once was, where you're like, no, I have this game, it's so much better than yours,
Yeah.
So you Genesis kids, I know you didn't do as well as a Super Nintendo guys, but we can be friends years later, even though, right?
We finally got over it last
All right,
year.
folks. Okay, I'm done talking about Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. You can chill. We're good. Okay, going into number one.
Oh, boy.
And this is actually number one by a lot for me. I have Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay.
Interesting.
Which is an original Xbox game. It is the prequel. I Wikipedia'd this, by the way, guys, because I've never seen the Riddick franchise. It's the prequel to Pitch Black, which is the first film in the Riddick series, which I heard is actually pretty good film.
The first one's good.
Yeah, and then after that, it becomes Vin Diesel yelling at, grunting at stuff. But so this is the prequel to that, and it's kind of like a brawler. It's almost like Alien 3, which I just mentioned earlier. You know how there's no guns in Alien 3? He's in this prison planet, and he has to get out, and he has to start beating people up hand to hand, and it's really enjoyable. There's a lot of cool stealth kind of stuff. Vin Diesel does do the voice with it, so you can thank goodness games have subtitles. So you can just set up the subtitles and you can hear, yep, I read it, I'm good. So that one is surprisingly good, and people still remember it fondly to this day. And it's also, it truly is the number one most surprising one. I tell people about it all the time. They're like, I'm looking for just random game for Xbox. I'm like, Chronicles of Riddick. Isn't that based off a movie? Don't worry about it. Try it. It's so good.
Awesome. Well, that's a great, I wouldn't have thought, except for GoldenEye, that you would have any of these on the list. So I completely forgot about X-Men Origins Wolverine, and I think you are spot on.
So good. So good.
Now, I don't know if he mentioned it to you before the show, but Penn promised that he's going to play all of these games the whole way. Yeah.
I should have mentioned an incredibly long game then. Takes 100 hours to beat.
The
Enjoy.
way I play them, they're all long. I got to figure out how to start it.
Or what to play it on. That's the first step.
That's the whole.
What's the game?
Get him set up. Check back in a week. We're still on the first level. Okay, buddy. Sorry.
Spencer, I wanted to ask you something. So
Yep.
I had lunch the other day with a really good friend of mine who's a big shot at Hamilton Watch Company. And you may know Hamilton Watch Company has a long history of being part of the movies. And they call their support of their areas of their business their pillars. And he told me the other day they're renaming their cinema pillar to be the entertainment pillar, because they are going all in on gaming along with movies. And I can't remember which game, he was talking about that they're going to be their first step forward. But like he was talking about how games take longer to develop and have like a big successful movie might make $100 million and a big successful game makes what, 5 times that or something.
Could be. Yeah.
Something along those
Yeah.
lines. And he was saying that, from their perspective, the movie business and the gaming business is really like on a, I don't want to say collision course because that sounds negative, but they're really overlapping more and more. Are you seeing that?
I definitely agree with that. With movies, from what I understand, you generally get a large sum of the money you're going to make from it immediately within the first month or two. Of course, there's like syndication rights and Netflix rights and whatever, but you make a large percentage right away. Whereas video games can oftentimes be a slow burn, especially, I'm sure you've heard of at least the game Fortnite.
Sure.
That's a game that if you wanted to go today, you could download it for 100% free and play it till the sun goes down and not spend a single cent. And yet, tons of kids and teens, including my own son who's 12, they got to buy the stuff on the cash shop. They'll be like, oh, hey, I can be Peter Griffin as a skin, which, like a setup now. I can be Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and they'll still keep spending that money. So it's more of like a slow burn, like a slow drip kind of thing.
Yeah.
But over the course of time, I mean, Fortnite's been out for over 10 years now, and it's still making buku bucks. So I can definitely understand that.
Well, even like this spring, we had Minecraft was I think one of our top. I haven't looked lately, but I think it was still. It's not going to stay there, but I think it was in the top 5 movies so far, even up against all the Marvel titles and Superman and F1 and everything. So yeah, I mean it's a natural relationship.
Can I ask you something on Minecraft? Did you have any of those incidents happen?
Well, we don't call them incidents. We call them enthusiastic audiences.
So that's yes.
And what I told my audience was, if you're going to go watch Minecraft and expect a Downton Abbey audience, then I can spare you right now and give you your money back and send you home without incident. Like, you need to go to Minecraft like with a good, positive, fun, this is an experience, this is a party, this is like, we're doing this. Now, what we did not have, which to me, there's a line. Like,
yes.
I think we all read stories nationally about people throwing drinks at the screen or throwing whole items of food, at other patrons. And we didn't have anything like that. We had, kids, screaming, what was it? Chicken Racer or something?
Chicken Jockey.
Chicken Jockey, yeah.
He looked over. Yeah, he knows. He's shaking. He's the exact age and he's shaking his head. He's like, no, dude.
No, but it was fun. I mean, so we had that, but I thought it was like super cool. I thought it was, if you can't have a positive attitude about something fun like that, then you're in the wrong business.
I absolutely agree. And I was, besides when they took it too far, like I saw the video where someone brought a chicken in and I'm like, all right, guys, that's going to cause some damage.
Right.
But seeing people enjoy it like that, it took me back, to back in the day, years ago when, I don't know if y'all still do this, but you would show some of the old movies in one of those small theaters. I saw Princess Bride, which is like my all-time favorite movie, or top 5. And that was my first time seeing a movie that was already out. And I did not know what to expect. So I was like, I took a date there and I was like, well, we're going to have a great time with this. And people were dressed up. I was ready to watch the movie. I didn't realize I was going to be watching everyone else sing the movie and talk the movie the whole time, and just stuff like that. That's why I go to the cinema, to see people excited, to clap afterwards, to go, when crazy stuff happens. And that's what I want to see more from video games. My only big complaint about where gaming is going nowadays is, and this kind of goes back to GoldenEye. All our memories with GoldenEye are, I think it's not the game itself. I think it's remembering being there with your buddies, having a pizza, being in the basement, whatever kind of thing. Nowadays, it's more disjointed where, like, for instance, my son plays every night on PlayStation with one of his friends. And I'll be like, he lives literally right down the road. And I'm like, do you want me to drop you off at your friend's house? Nah, I'm good. Yeah. Are you sure? He can come over? No, we're playing. It's cool. It's like just such a different thing. Yeah. And I want to see that. Minecraft reminds me of like people, kids, adults, whatever, can get together and have fun in the same location.
And that's why.
And it's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what the movie business is. That's all it is something to do to get out of the house and come together and have a shared, communal experience, and it's awesome. That's
from the guy who watches most of the movies by himself in the morning with a cup of coffee.
Yes.
Right. It's the most social he is all day.
Yes. I can't watch a movie with an audience because I feel like if I'm in the audience and I see somebody do anything, I feel then obligated to like address that. Like it stresses me out because I'm like, oh my God, that person's over there talking on their phone. It's probably annoying that person over there. And this person over here doesn't look comfortable. Maybe I should offer it. Did they know they could get a cup holder with that? Like, you know, my head is watching the audience and processing how their experience is going has nothing to do with the movie. Now, the only two exceptions to that where I truly enjoyed sitting in a full audience was when David took me to see Star Wars in IMAX and then Avengers in IMAX in the same year. And that was great.
Those were great.
Yeah. We sat right in the middle. It was super crowded. You know, it was awesome.
Made plans that you weren't committed to anything.
Yep.
Like it was fully,
David paid cash money for the tickets.
Cash money. Yeah.
Now,
hard to believe.
when you see a movie, do you just you're like, roommate, it's booked from 10 a.m. to noon or whatever, or do you see it like off hours, or how does that work?
Oh, I go to Do-Si Do and I get a everything bagel, toasted with cream cheese, and a large black coffee. And then I go to the theater at 7 a.m. and I press play and I watch the movie.
So you're the one you're both the projectionist.
Yeah.
And okay.
There's
That's
nobody
really cool.
else in the building when I watch movies.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Well, people ask me the same. They're like, you have so many games, like physically me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, they're not mine. If they were mine, they would be at my house kind of thing. So that's very cool and interesting to me.
Yeah,
but
it's fun.
I figured what I was thinking is like, oh man, that poor projectionist guy that has to be there at like whatever time. And it's like, no, that's me. That's me. I got it.
It's all automated now too.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's there. It's like walking into the Matrix where it's just towers and then like a light coming out of it.
I would not say no to a behind the scenes. You show me what's going on. I would not say no to that. I would not say no to that.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Guys, I love the movies. I want to shout out Penn for just being an awesome service around here. They just set up their beer wall, and it looks. I barely drink, and I was like, you know what? Maybe no. It looks. I think I should pick up this Vice. That's me.
That's always a good idea.
It's wonderful. The setup's wonderful. I just keeping all that kind of stuff alive. I hear that times with people because video game stores are harder to run and everything nowadays with everything being digital and whatever. So I just want to say my appreciation for both you guys for that. It's people still at the end of the day, in my opinion, want to go and do stuff. I know I'm talking to a crowd that's here doing stuff right now, but I think in general, people still will always want to go do things. Yeah. No matter how much they try to push, be at home, never leave, anything like that. I still want to go do things.
Yeah.
And I will not apologize for it. Roland.
My man.
Well, Spencer, thanks so much for coming on the show and for having us here.
Thank you, Spencer.
It's been a pleasure, and look forward to the rest of the day.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a good rest of the show.
All right. Finally got rid of that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Do you know that family lore in the Ketchum family? Marley went away. I'll just real quick because I know we're trying to keep a schedule, but Marley went away to college, and her first semester was away at Rome, Italy.
Oh.
So her first day of school was at the Philly airport. So we drop her off at it might even be JFK. We drop her off at the international departure, and it's hugs and kisses goodbye. And then me and Amy and Kayla are walking back to the car, and it's like all super quiet and like a little bit down, you know. And Kayla goes, glad we finally got rid of that one. And we all bursted out laughing, you know. And then it was like great for the whole rest, you know, like it was just the perfect, like, thing. Yeah. So that's a great Ketchum family line. Like as soon as someone who you love leaves, go, glad we finally got rid of that one. But yeah, it's cool having Spencer on the show. He's great.
Yeah, what a guy. Penn, are you ready for news?
Please.
News? Oh, my goodness. Let's get into it. Taika Waititi. Are you familiar with him?
Oh, yeah, very much.
Got the curly hair just like you.
Yep.
He's set to direct a new fantasy-based Judge Dredd.
Of course he is.
Right? How do you feel about that?
Why wouldn't he be?
This will be the third time Dredd has been done.
Right.
First time was Stallone.
Right.
Second time, Carl Urban.
I knew that.
Who do you think should be the new Dredd?
Well, I think there's only one obvious choice, Timothy Chalamet. Right?
Chris Pratt.
No, because Chris Pratt's go fresh, go something different.
Oh,
Yeah.
Skinny Dredd.
Yeah, Skinny Dredd.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen a Judge Dredd movie. I've no interest. It's not my thing.
What?
So, but we like Taika, whatever his name is.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
He's we like him. What did he do? He did what movie did he do that we both really liked recently? When I say recently, in the last few years.
Which Marvel movies did he do?
Thor, yeah.
1, 3, and 4.
You know,
3 and 4.
when I say I like Christopher Nolan movies,
Yeah.
I can if I wanted to, I could articulate why I like them.
Yeah, it's the
You know, same thing with Quentin Tarantino or, you know, to some degree Scorsese.
Right.
But Waititi is like,
it's his humor.
I don't even know. I just sort of have this vague like sense that I like his movies, but I couldn't tell you why.
He's a funny guy.
Okay.
He's a funny man.
He's a fun guy.
funny man.
All right, so anyway, he's directing a new Judge Dredd movie. Do
Yeah.
we care? Do we know who's starring in it? Do we know what year? We don't know.
Just that
anything.
he's on board. There,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of Christopher Nolan,
Yes.
he has a new movie coming out next year,
Yeah.
summer next year,
Yeah.
called The Odyssey,
Right.
based off of the book by Homer Simpson.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Dope. When can I get tickets for that?
Well, David, if you want to see it on film,
Yeah.
70 millimeter film instead of like a crisp, clean digital version.
Right. Instead of the superior.
Right. If you wanted to see it in a like analog format,
Right.
like old fashioned,
Yeah.
antique,
Right.
weathered, scratched version,
Yeah. Maybe even
half
sliced
destroyed.
together wrong.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If you want to see like some frames
Imperfect.
backwards or
Yeah.
if you want to see, if imperfection is the name of your game,
Yeah.
then you could go right now. And buy tickets to see the
For next
Odyssey
year.
next summer, but only if you're going to go see it at a 70 millimeter location, which I don't know why you would do that.
And you're not a 70 millimeter location, right?
No, we are modern.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're the digital form.
Sophisticated.
We are cutting edge. As a matter
Intellectually.
of fact, I literally this is no joke. Our contract with IMAX is up in a couple years, and I have a meeting on Monday with my guy to discuss if we're going to re-up our contract, or if I'm going to tell him to go screw, or if we're going to reinvest. And he's trying to pitch me on laser. IMAX laser projection. So
Laser.
so not only is 70 millimeter already old, but my current cutting edge, technology is about to be old too.
Did you update the software?
Did you try unplugging it?
When was the last time you cleared the cache?
Okay, so IMAX tickets.
I want to talk to anyone who's buying a ticket a year in advance and be like, "What? Really?"
All you got to do is go to Penn Cinema, ask for Simon or Owen or maybe Johnny. Like
They
there's,
all did it.
I don't know. I'm not saying they did it, but they are a suspect for having done it. I bet you there's a high risk that they.
I'm just like, what are you doing in a year? Like, how do you know how? I mean, I guess people do book things
Absolutely.
in advance. It just seems crazy for a movie.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what to say because I can't relate to the fuss over 70
It's
millimeter.
because you're so social with everyone else
Right.
at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
Yeah. Warner Brothers. You're familiar with Warner Brothers?
I've heard
They
of
just had a
them.
movie
Yes.
last week.
Yes.
I think it was called Uberman.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah. Okay. Well, apparently Superman was successful.
Indeed.
I hadn't heard that.
No, well, yes, you did because you listened to the Penn Cinema podcast.
that's true.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we discussed this, and this was a
Yeah.
bit of news, which I mentioned so that our beloved listeners would be in the loop.
Right.
Yeah.
That Superman did well.
Yes.
Newsflash.
Exceeded expectations.
Well, now they're like, well, what if Superman was Wonder Woman? And we did that really fast. I don't know. This was like a headline I saw around. WB is fast tracking Superman. But then when you read the article, James Gunn is like, yeah, we decided to start working on the script and stuff. So fast tracking, I think, is a strong.
Is this still Gal Gadot?
No, this is the. Remember, we're
This
in
is
the
Timothy
DCU.
Chalamet.
Yeah, everything's Timothy Chalamet.
Right.
Marvel had Chris Pratt. Timothy Chalamet is the new WB guy. But exactly. But
All right, so we know
yeah,
nothing. So this
we don't
is
know. Fast track is a strong word.
Yeah.
It means that they've decided instead of being like, maybe we'll do it in the future, they're like, okay, we're definitely doing it.
right.
Yeah. So I don't think it's as big of a news, but I wanted to touch it because everyone else is touching it.
Yeah,
And
okay.
if we aren't,
No.
everyone else, we're
Right.
nothing.
Yeah, hard-hitting news. That's
Right.
that's our game.
Yeah. Speaking of, that's all the news fit to print.
That's not.
Oh, you almost missed it.
I couldn't hear it.
Loud.
I can't hear it.
I didn't hear it either, but I heard it out there.
See,
super loud.
I missed my chance.
But it's not loud here.
I missed my chance to dance, Vance.
Yeah, next time you have to pop an ear.
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Okay, all
You
right,
know?
all right. I'll do it.
All
So this week we have, moving on to trailers. This week we have 7 trailers, and as I sometimes do, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that these are 7 good trailers.
I would say, sure. Although I have debate about a couple of them, whether or not they should be.
I took one of them off.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have because it was really good.
It was great, but it's a TV show.
What?
It was plastered all over the trailer. Said only on Netflix.
Oh no,
in
I
the
was talking
spring.
about something else.
Oh, are you talking about After the Hunt? Because you had that one on there, but I also have it on there.
I was talking about the Mortal Kombat teaser.
I left that on there.
You left but did you watch the trailer then?
Yeah.
So you watched both of them?
Oh, you wanted me to watch a teaser and the trailer.
Yeah, they're 2 different things. Very different.
I missed it.
We'll have to figure out which one you watched.
I missed
Anyway,
it. Okay.
Let's start off with After the Hunt, starring Julia Roberts. And
Heyo.
I don't know who that is.
That's Alphaba from Wicked. Am I wrong? No, it's not Alphaba. Now I'm embarrassing myself.
I don't know. It's not. That's Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin.
Who is it?
Does anybody know? Nobody knows.
Cynthia Erivo.
That's who I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, I got them mixed up. My
Yeah.
bad. I apologize.
No, but it has Andrew Garfield in it.
Yeah, it has Andrew Garfield.
Looking
I think
unrecognizably
this
Andrew
looks.
Garfield.
I
He's
think
just
this
'cause
looks
he's
like a
older.
fun movie, but it's
Yeah.
basic.
Fun.
I mean, no, it's
It's
like
a movie about a rape.
It's like
Fun is the wrong word to describe
it's a
this.
thriller.
Yes, it looks like a thriller.
It's a
Yeah.
thriller.
Yeah.
And I think that Julia Roberts looks awesome. I don't remember seeing her in anything in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun to see her back. And I think this looks like a wild ride. And I bet you there's some good revenge in it. It feels like.
It feels like there's some good revenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Use the seat there.
All right. Next up, we have Trust, starring someone named Sophie Turner. Who are we supposed to know who that is?
Yeah. And first off, how is After the Hunt not called Trust? That seems
Right.
like the
Right.
better.
Right.
So this movie is called Trust, starring Sophie Turner, who was like one of the biggest stars of Game of Thrones.
Oh, right.
Sansa Stark.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't recognize her because she didn't have the red hair.
Right. Right. Right.
This is another. I felt that this looked also like a pretty decent thriller, maybe a little like too intense.
Yeah.
It's coming from. Is it Lionsgate who does the Twisted? Whatever their sub production company, Twisted.
Yeah.
something.
I don't know
Yeah.
who this is.
Twisted Wire. Anyway,
I think it's
Tru-
Paramount.
Is it Paramount?
I think.
Okay. So, Trust is Sophie Turner goes to a house and gets locked in a room, and then while she's locked in that room, some people kill themselves on the outside or something.
It's like a safe house. She goes to the panic room.
Yeah, someone's trying to get her, and she hides in the panic room, and then 2 people, I guess one, I don't know.
Did
Watch
you
the
read
trailer.
the comments on the
No,
trailer?
I didn't. I
They
didn't.
are freaking hilarious.
Are they really?
Because they're like, somebody overflowed the toilet.
Yeah, and then she's stuck in the panic room and has to like break out of the house while it looks like a bunch of atrocities are happening
Yeah.
inside.
These
house.
first 2 movies, After the Hunt and Trust, they're definitely the weakest of our list. And they're both pretty dark and pretty intense, but
Yeah.
they both look really good.
I will note that Trust is a trailer that came out 2 months ago that we somehow missed.
Oh.
Speaking of 2 months ago we reviewed the trailer Highest to Lowest,
Shut up.
and there has not been a new trailer, but here it is on our list again, provided by one Ben Ketchum.
What's up?
It's you.
David, I have to confess.
Yeah.
Even with you reminding me, are you sure?
Yeah.
Can we get to Abacus
Okay,
on
here's
this?
the thing. Did you get an email? Or,
Yes.
from the production company.
From Sony.
Okay.
They were, or A24. They're trying to book it.
I think maybe you might have, because sometimes you send those to me, a trailer that's not out yet.
Oh, that could
Because
be.
the last one, and I legit spent like 10 minutes looking. The only thing I could find was from 2 months ago.
Okay, well that makes a whole lot of sense because
Yeah.
I did watch the trailer that Sony sent me, and I was going to forward it to you, and then I was like, "Oh, David will see it."
Yeah.
All right, so listen, this is not only my trailer of the week,
Oh, really?
it's also now that F1 is over. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sarah. now that F1 is over, well, it's not over. It's still the number 3 movie. But now that I've seen F1, Highest to Lowest, starring Denzel Washington and produced and directed by Spike Lee, is now my far and away my most anticipated movie. I cannot wait to see this movie. It
Really?
looks amazing, and the trailer that I watched is insane.
Okay, so
And it basically, the trailer is built around a monologue, a Denzel monologue, like a rapid fire, like
no, that's the trailer we watched.
okay,
Yeah,
so good, right?
yeah.
Oh my god,
The premise is it's around the music business, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really glad that you like this trailer we talked about
Yeah,
before.
yeah. Well, I just wanted to make sure nobody forgot we saw it
Highest to Lowest
with the number 2.
Denzel Washington, Spike Lee. Next up is my trailer of the week.
Yeah, I could have called that.
What? We're talking trailer 2. It's 2, right?
I think
Whatever.
so.
It's the newest
It's
trailer
a good trailer.
for Tron Ares.
Yeah, this looks great.
And it looks so good. I mean, outside of the fact that it's got Jared Leto in it, the top comment I saw was, I was really excited, and then I remembered Jared Leto was in it.
Why does everybody hate Jared Leto so much?
I mean, he's kind of a menace in real life and on film. And he kind of butchered the Joker really bad, and everyone was upset about that. So, but when he was doing the Joker, he tried to be like the Joker and like sent people dead rats and stuff, and it was a thing. Yeah. Anyway, Tron Ares, this looks great. So the premise, they talk about how everyone wants to, when are we going to go into the digital age? And then they're like, what if the digital age came to us? And it's all about bringing programs from the Tron world into our reality.
Yeah.
And there's lasers and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so what's up?
There you go.
298,
290.
the Abacus.
200. We were just kids back
fact-checking.
then.
Yeah, it's you got,
described as a Denzel in a Spelunky joint.
Spike Lee joint.
Spike Lee joint.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
AI. There you go.
Yeah. So be careful. He's going to want you at all the recordings.
Yeah. Our show just got a new producer.
Right.
Wait, you're saying that was my trailer of the week back then? Oh my God, Jesus.
You have to pick a new trailer for this week.
Okay, no problem. I'll be happy to pick a new trailer.
Okay.
All right. Up next is my trailer of the week, Mortal Kombat 2, the Red Band trailer, which
Yes.
opens on October 24th. David put a note that says, watch the teaser trailer. It's totally worth it. And I thought you were saying, see, sometimes, I don't know if we've ever discussed it, but sometimes I skip over. I gloss over. So, I know. So I thought you were just asking me not to gloss over this particular trailer.
No.
So now, David, as you know, so I like to prepare for every show.
Yeah.
But especially for a live show. So I was watching all these trailers diligently.
Yeah.
Even trailers that we maybe even watched before, and I thought, well, let's watch them again, right? So now, Mortal Kombat 2, I watched the trailer, but not the teaser.
It's okay.
The trailer
explain it to you.
stars Carl Urban,
who previously was in
we enjoyed in that action movie that we were talking about earlier in the show,
Judge Dredd.
called Judge Dredd.
Good. Glad you're on the same page.
I was getting there, and this was an R-rated movie or Red Band trailer. And does everybody know Red Band trailer? So at the beginning of a trailer, it says green, and it says this trailer is approved for all audiences, unless it's an R-rated trailer, like if the main guy is going to drop the F-bomb or if there's a particularly bloody sequence. This had all of the above.
And it'll be red at the beginning instead
yeah.
of green. And you don't often see them in the theater unless you're seeing a
R-rated
pretty R movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I put the R-rated, the Red Band trailer for Honey Don't and Caught Stealing. I put those on a few R-rated titles recently.
Right.
So anyway, this movie looks great. I think Carl Urban looks awesome in it. I have to admit that I thought he was, what's his face from Parks and Rec? Nick
Chris
Offerman.
Pratt?
No, Nick
Offerman.
Yeah, Nick Offerman.
Wow. Nick Offerman, take that.
Yeah.
Take the praise.
Yeah.
Yeah. This looks like a lot of fun. And it's crazy that this is Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah.
I've seen the first one and I cannot remember like anything about it.
Yeah.
And then they decided, let's do a second one and let's do it better. So the teaser trailer, the main Carl Urban's the main character of this one. He wasn't in the first one. He plays a character called Johnny Cage, who's supposed to be a washed-up 80s/90s style martial arts action star. Think Jean-Claude Van Damme if Jean-Claude Van Damme was Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Like you know, but the look and everything of Jean-Claude Van Damme. And so the idea is that Mortal Kombat is this, you know, you fight for the world type of, you know, bloody thing. They're like, oh, well, he's actually a good enough fighter that he should be in this. And he gets recruited in, and you see this normal guy in this place where people have weird, wacky powers. But the teaser trailer is an ad for one of his movies. And it's super hokey and very like over the top 80s action and funny, and that's why I thought it was worth the time.
I'm sorry I missed it.
Well, you'll have to make it up to me someday.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try.
All right, next up we have a trailer for Nobody 2. This is the final trailer because this comes out in just 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
August 15th.
Yeah. I thought this was short and sweet and the best trailer so far.
I'm not sure I would call it short or sweet, but it was a good trailer.
I thought the other ones were too much of the story that they all felt like
it
they were trying too
It seems
hard.
like from this trailer that he teams up with his wife, right?
Yeah.
That
this is the first
sounded
time
cool
they've
to
shown
me.
that.
Yeah, that seemed cool to me.
So it's the guy from Nobody,
Yeah.
Bob Odenkirk,
Yep.
and he goes on vacation with his family, and then people try and get him assassinated. And so he's like, but I'm the assassin.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fight back with my family.
And last
You've been
but
there.
and right, who among us, right?
Yeah.
Last but not least, Hoppers, which is a really cute looking animated movie that opens in March of next year. This would be my trailer of the week.
Yeah, this is my runner-up.
This is my runner-up too. So basically, the concept is they take a human.
It's Pixar.
It's Pixar. They take a human experience. They say brain, but they mean like your whole personality, and they put it in an animal,
A robot animal.
a robot animal, and they address it right up front. One of the characters in the movie says, "So this is Avatar," and they're like, "It's not Avatar," but it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Which I really appreciate that they sort of addressed that right from the get go. And then the premise is hilarious. I mean,
Yeah.
the scene where the bear was trying to eat the otter thing,
Another beaver. Yeah.
a beaver, yeah.
And the beaver's like, it's fine. Like, he's got to eat something.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then the beaver goes, "Oh, are we going to do this?" And the bear goes, "No, it's weird now."
Yeah. Yeah.
You made it weird.
It looks really. I loved it. I thought it was funny. I chuckled. It says from the people who brought you Toy Story, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like
Right.
just the number kept changing. It's like, oh, they did them all.
Which,
Yeah.
by the way, did you see Disney is re-releasing Toy Story this fall?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, first one.
We don't have a date. Yeah, but I'm excited for it.
All right. Well, trailers of the week this week. Mine was Tron Ares. Penn's was Mortal
Highest to
Kombat.
lowest.
With an honorable mention to 2 months ago with Highest to Lowest, which was also his trailer of the week then.
How am I supposed to remember, David? That was like a lifetime ago.
Yeah. Yeah, you must have seen at least 3 things since then.
Yeah. I've seen, at least 3.
All right, you ready to move on?
Please. So nice. So nice.
Just
That's like a little refresh right in the middle. It's an oasis.
The zen out of the
Yes,
trailers.
yes.
Is so nice. All right, we decided to do something different this week. And I'm going to overlook this whole highest to lowest thing and only bring it up 6 more times.
Okay. Appreciate that.
If it turns out to be true that you've accomplished this thing that was very difficult for me to accomplish, to push myself to do.
Oh, so you're begging for forgiveness?
No, I did it.
Oh, you did it.
If you did it,
Yeah.
I'm going to be impressed enough
Yes.
to overlook.
Well, how are you going to quiz me? So the challenge was to watch. So this coming Thursday night or Thursday afternoon, the new Fantastic Four 2025 Fantastic Four First Steps opens at Penn Cinema and nowhere else in the entire world.
No, just only Penn Cinema.
Right. And
I hope you got your tickets a year ago.
Right. Right. like all the cool kids.
Yeah.
And so we thought it would be fun to review the three Marvel, or they're not Marvel, the three 20th Century Fox movies, Fantastic Four from 05, Rise of the Silver Surfer from 07, which, by the way, we are bringing the
really?
Silver Surfer down from upstairs, and Fantastic Four in 2015.
Nice.
And the challenge that David doesn't believe I could do was to watch all three of them.
It's not that I don't believe that you could do it. It's that I don't believe you would have wanted
That you
to
would do it.
Yeah.
I know you could do it. I didn't think you would do it.
Yeah, it's weird. But the other day I mentioned it, and he just was like, "Yeah, I did it," with such confidence that I blindly believe. I was like,
All right, so David.
I guess he did it.
All right, put
like,
your money
'cause
where your
otherwise
mouth
you would have
is.
been like, "Oh, of course I did."
Give me a test.
All right.
A plot test. None of this bullshit like who directed and what's the name of the third character and who was the bartender at the end of the second one. And
Okay.
yeah.
I had these planned ahead, and now I'm blanking. When does the Human Torch first show his powers in the first movie?
Which which was the first one again?
Just Fantastic Four 2005.
All right,
Yeah.
right. And the Fantastic in that movie, he was played by. It was somebody like cool, right?
If I were to tell you it was Captain America,
Oh, it was Chris Evans.
Right.
He was like the Studley guy.
yeah,
And he had trouble because they were all in like this accident in space. And then he came back. Remind me when Mr. Fantastic, the dad, reveals his powers.
okay. Well, he's not a dad, but in these
Oh,
movies,
right.
he is in the new one. But,
Right.
he reveals his powers. They're at dinner.
I don't remember when the Torch reveals his powers, but I do know they're brother and sister, and
Who is?
Susan Storm
Uh huh.
and the Human Torch, who goes by Johnny,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And their dad is Dr. Storm, Franklin Storm, you would even say.
That's fun that you say that, but that's a different movie.
That's from Fantastic Four 2015.
Okay, so you saw that.
Well,
one.
let's reverse this. Let me
Yeah.
prove to you that I saw them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
My word that I chose for 2005 Fantastic Four
Yeah.
was quaint / sophomoric.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of he reveals his powers on the bridge
No.
when he tries to save the tanker and they pull the firemen
that's
up.
like kind of the thing's big.
Yeah.
He
But like the
reveals his-
scene on the bridge where the invisible woman like gets naked and the bra is
Yeah.
like there, it felt very like 1980s, 1990s,
Early
like
2000s,
sophomore,
yeah.
early aughts, if
So,
you will.
To answer the question,
Yeah.
So you've proven it enough for me to believe
Okay.
you. He is skiing with the
Oh,
hot
right.
nurse.
He's skiing, and then he goes down the thing, and he's on a surfboard ski thing,
Yeah.
and she's on skis,
Snowboard, yeah.
snowboard. That's what you would call it
If you were,
Yeah.
an outsider from the business.
So the first one I thought was like quaint, and it
Yeah.
like reminded me like cheesy, right? And then the second one, my word was better. Like it still wasn't as good as like normal modern movies, but it felt better than the first one. This was with the Silver Surfer,
Yeah.
and I felt like it was more interesting. And I loved the fact that the Silver Surfer was like the bad guy until at the very end he like reversed course and like
Okay.
became the good guy.
All right, well, let's slow down a little bit and let's go through these movies.
And then the third
then-
one I liked best of all of them
And
because
then
it was
we're-
like the kids.
We can decide if it's a fantastic score or a fantastic bore. How do you feel about that?
That's awful. That's so bad. How much sleep did you lose coming up with that?
It's called a pun pen. And maybe you're not familiar with them.
All right.
All right, so the first movie, Fantastic Four, 2005. This movie, I would say, was...
A bore.
I would have said it was a score.
I thought it was a bore.
I think it's the best of the bunch. Only because it portrays a type of innocence to film that the other ones don't. And it's not good.
Right.
It is not good. But
Right.
compared to the other three, I felt that it felt very timely of 2005 when superhero movies didn't really have what they are now. You know, it was very like what are we doing? What can we
Right.
do? But you watch this movie and you are 50 minutes into the movie. There is still no villain. The plot is still not really like anything other than
Yeah.
the fact that they got powers.
Yeah.
And there's no direction. It's very much a reaction to Spider-Man being popular.
So how'd you feel about Silver Surfer?
Silver Surfer I thought was messy because again, no clear villain, and the plot felt kind of like out there. I would say it was a Fantastic Four.
I thought it was a fantastic score.
Really,
Yeah, because I liked the Silver Surfer.
he's coolish.
It's cool.
I mean, he's
cool.
But Galactus was a big giant
Yeah.
cloud.
Yeah.
And people don't know this, but you've seen the new Fantastic Four movie.
I have.
So you know how cool Galactus could be.
Yes.
Right?
I
so
do.
that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to Fantastic Four, the reboot in 2015.
I thought it was a score.
I'm going to call it a fantastic snore because I literally struggled to stay awake during this.
Well, I fell asleep during it too.
Yeah.
But then I came.
So it is a fantastic
Well,
snore.
I know I literally fell asleep, and then later, being the committed professional that I am, I
Yeah.
rewound it
Yeah, I had to rewind a couple
and
times.
watch it again.
I thought the visual effects of pretty much all four of them, minus the fact that the Thing is just naked after it becomes
All
the
three of
Thing.
them.
All four.
Oh, all four characters.
yeah.
I
the
thought you meant
visual
all
effects of all four
Yeah.
characters, I think, is leaps above the other movies,
yeah.
and I liked that. But it just didn't feel like there was no no real villain or real all of a sudden the bad things happen like immediately at the end for them to fix, and then it's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
So
No, I hear you. All three movies were problematic. All three movies were not as good as the superhero movies that I'm used to nowadays.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting to note that Silver Surfer came out in 07 and then Iron Man came out in 08. And it sort of informs why all of us loved Iron Man so much, because it was
so
like,
much
oh,
better.
finally.
Yeah.
Somebody's doing it right.
So here's my question for you.
Yeah.
If you have watched these movies,
Yes.
specifically Fantastic Four 2005 and Rise of the Silver Surfer,
Yeah.
if you were like, I wish I had more of this Fantastic Four in my life, how would you see more of this Fantastic Four? And I will preface this that you have seen more of this.
Oh, in
Fantastic
Deadpool.
There you go. There you go. Congratulations. You did it. You done did it. Everyone was raving.
All right, so we'll close the loop on Fantastic Four
Yeah.
by saying I did see the new one, and I'm literally obligated to not comment on it.
Right.
But I think I can share
I
one
think
little.
I can comment on what I think that you would comment.
Okay.
And I would say that Penn thinks this movie is amazing. If he could talk about it, which he can't.
I think I can get away with just one. I won't comment on the movie.
Right.
I'll just say that it was 10 out of 10.
Would you say it was a fantastic score?
It was a score and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was truly. All right. So then that was our movie review. But then every time we do a live show, we try to do top 10 lists.
Yeah.
And then, as inspired by our very own top 10 Sarah,
Yeah.
who's with
We
us
only do
today.
5.
Right. Well, she's got the market. Nobody can do top
Nobody
10
can
like
do
she
10
does.
like top 10 Sarah.
Which, by the way, some other time,
Yeah.
we'll have to try to remember. I forget why we came up. How it was? Did you used to send us top 10 lists? Is that like the whole thing?
Yeah.
Your first note was the
like
top 10.
one or two of them
Okay.
she did, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's
Perfect.
that's perfect.
It stuck.
All right. So anyway, so for those of you who, for whatever weird reason, missed last week's show,
Yeah.
the setup to this is David required us to do our top 5,
Right.
but then
And I
everything.
said there were two things. One, it couldn't be you couldn't be your top 5 because it did well at the theater. You had to actually like it.
Right.
And I restricted you from 17 honorable mentions.
Which was really hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Even Spencer came up with an honorable mention of his.
All right. Now, look, before we get to our top 5 lists,
Yeah.
since you ruled me out from liking a movie because it did well,
Oh, solely for that.
solely for that
Yeah.
reason, I thought it would be fun to just read. These are the top 5 Marvel movies in terms of what did the most business. Number 5, Black Panther in 2018. Age of Ultron, number 4. Deadpool, number 3. And then, of course, you would have guessed Infinity War, number 2, and Endgame, number 1.
Some of the highest grossing films of all
Yeah.
time.
What's interesting to me, because I had to go into our little records to review all this.
Ricka.
Yeah, exactly. The Force Awakens,
Yeah.
which I believe is not a Marvel movie.
It's hard to say, really, honestly.
The Force Awakens outgrossed Endgame, not just by little. Like that. Like I think of Endgame,
But it was opening weekend that was our big debate, right?
right. No,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about our big debate. I'm talking about in general. The Force Awakens, just like I always think of Endgame as our number 1 movie, but Force Awakens was by a long shot our number 1 movie.
You think it had longer legs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And also, I don't know. All right. So anyway, you want to go first, or you want to go like 5 and
Sure.
5 and 4 and 4?
Let's
3
do 5 and 5.
Okay. All right.
All right. So number 5 for me, Spider-Man: No Way Home. This is one of the movies I really enjoy, and I fully acknowledge that if you aren't someone who watched every single Spider-Man movie beforehand, it's probably not as big of a deal and it's not as fun. But I just love this. I still get goosebumps at, when Andrew Garfield pops out of the portal and stuff like that. Just so well done, and seeing all these characters back for no reason at all. It's just it just hit all the buttons perfectly for me.
So for some perspective, and I don't want to spoil anything, but 3 of David's top 5 are Spider-Man.
Whoa. Who are you to come at me like that?
And 0 of my top 5 are Spider-Man. Woo!
What gives you the right?
Here's one. My number 5 was The Avengers.
Okay.
That was the name of the movie.
Classic, yeah.
It wasn't,
First Avengers
yeah.
movie.
And it was 2012, and I picked it because it was like they had done such a good job from 2008 to 2012 with all like the Iron Man and the Thor and that
Yeah.
to see them all together. Like I picked my top 5 based on what a movie that I remember being excited about watching.
Okay.
And I remember what a thrill it was to see all those characters together in a big, bold Marvel
Yeah.
movie. That was awesome.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. Number 4 for me is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. And I think it's because it was post Avengers and they had increased the roster pretty big.
Yeah.
And this felt like what a good Marvel movie with like a world that was bigger than just that movie. Like beforehand, you had Thor, you had Thor 2, but still they were just like their own little world. But then Captain America: Winter Soldier was like, oh, you've got Black Widow, you've got Samuel L. Jackson,
Hawkeye.
yeah, Hawkeye, yeah, you've got all these other characters
Yeah.
coming in and playing side characters to just kind of like enrich
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. That's the word.
Yeah.
That's the guy I was looking for. So that's why I was
My number 4 was Shang-Chi.
interesting.
And this was another one where I'm not saying it was the 4th best or whatever like that, but I remember because
Well, you are saying it was the 4th best to you.
for me.
Yeah.
It was post-COVID. It was exciting, and I just remember what's his name, Simon Liu or something like that.
Simu Liu?
Simu Liu? I don't know.
I don't think that's it. I think Simu Liu is the guy from Jackie Chan movies.
Abacus, who was the star of Shang-Chi? Look that shit up.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Anyway, I just remember thinking like this was so fun, and like that scene where the bus is out of control down the hills
Yeah.
of San Francisco, and like he was like a frustrated like valet driver, and like just I remember the premise was like feel good, fun action, simple,
Yeah. All
good
right.
good movie.
Aquafina.
Aquafina was in it.
Simu Liu.
Simu Liu, like I
Simu
said,
Liu. Okay.
Simon Liao.
Simon Liao. All right.
Number 3 for me, we'll switch it up and I'll go first. Number 3 for me, 2014, Chris Pratt, Groot, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Come on,
All
that
right,
movie
yeah.
with that the tape mix, the soundtrack was amazing. The poster was great.
Yeah.
Like everything about this.
Talk about a surprise of a movie.
Talk about a surprise of a movie. We were laughing. It was exciting. It was well done. Everything about
You
it.
can say that this movie changed the landscape of the movies going forward
Really?
to being more humorous
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
music based and stuff. James
It
Gunn.
was awesome. Yeah,
He just
James,
had a little
James
movie that
Gunn.
came out
Yeah,
last year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did pretty well.
Number 3 for me is Endgame. And this was just, it was an amazing experience in the theater. People shouting, Captain America picking up the hammer, all that
on
kind
your
of,
left.
On your left. And then everyone shows up at the end.
Yeah. 420 people in a 420 person IMAX auditorium.
Yeah.
Cheering.
I had Penn right next to
Yeah,
me.
yeah. So I'll just segue, and that was my number 2, Endgame. Because for that exact same reason, it was just so exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, number 2 for me is Across the Spider-Verse. This movie is darn near perfect, and the only reason it's not is because the third one is still years away. And when it was supposed to only be like months away, and it still turned out, oh wait, we said that, but we actually haven't started on it.
Right.
So
Psych.
maybe it's not in 8 months. It's arguably this movie is better than the original, but I just don't feel that you can, because of the cliffhanger, it's not as enjoyable to watch on its own.
I won't say it because I'm not allowed to, but this would be my honorable mention.
Yeah, I'm glad that you wouldn't do something like that.
I'm not going to say it because you told me not to.
Right, yeah.
But
And you would never go against what we agreed upon.
If I had an honorable mention,
Right, this would be it.
it would
Yeah.
be Across the Spider-Verse.
I'm glad that you
Yeah.
aren't.
No, but I'm
crossing that
respecting.
line.
I mean, I'm respecting.
Yeah.
The parameters,
Thank goodness.
the guardrails that we put into place. I'm nothing if not a rule follower.
Consummate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Consummate. All right. So then that brings us to number 1. I'll go first with a huge surprise. Into the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. It's so shocking. This movie is just darn near perfect Spider-Man movie. I could talk about it for ages. The animation, the story, everything. So good.
Does that star Miles Teller?
Miles Morales is the main character?
No. Who plays?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Who was the kid that played Richard Reed in the early Fantastic Four, the 05 Fantastic Four?
Reed Richards, early fantastic. Oh, well, he was a kid.
Was that Miles Teller?
I don't know who Miles Teller is.
Am I alone on this? Nobody knows who Miles Teller is. Okay, forget it. Obviously, I don't know nothing.
Well, I don't want to say anything. What's your number 1?
My number 1 should be everybody's number 1 for all the obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Because the entire world that we're sitting here debating
Yeah.
was kicked off in 2008. Robert Downey Jr. driving in a Humvee, to listen to some AC/DC, going no gang signs, and then he goes, "Just kidding, throw them up," right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, like Iron Man in 08 was the first movie that I watched it, and I remember, I don't know, I might be exaggerating, but I felt like Iron Man was the first movie that I watched in the theater where I wanted to go upstairs and play it again. I loved every minute of it. It was funny. It was exciting. It was a thrill. And I came to it with no background.
Yeah.
I knew that everybody was hyped for it just because I needed to know that. But I didn't know any of the, lore, or I never heard the word canon before, and all that.
shot
All
a
that
cannon.
right. I shot many cannons, but
Yeah.
I never heard it used in a sentence relating to superheroes. And I remember thinking oh my God, that was so fun. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I want to say I was pretty much right on this. At the end, the stinger, they're like, "Have you heard of the Avengers Initiative?" And I was like, "That'll be so cool. They'll never do it." That'll be so cool.
That's the one where Nick Fury was in the donut shop, right?
No,
in the
that's Iron
big
Man
donut.
2.
That's Iron Man 2.
The end of Iron Man 1, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise comes home.
Yeah, right.
And the security alarm's going off, and Jarvis isn't responding, and he walks out of the shadows, and he says, "You're not the only one with powers.
Yeah.
I'm putting together a team."
And then David was like, that'll never happen.
I'd be so cool, but they'll never make it. All right. Well, that's all we have for
Yeah,
review
there you
stuff. Next week, Fantastic Four: First Steps, and I have heard from some people, not Penn, but some people, that it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to our listener feedback, comments, questions, so forth and so on.
Yeah.
We're going to start it off with you reading a letter from. Always got to do a stand-up.
That's my move.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite sister writes in this week, and she says, I know I'm a little bit behind. It's interesting because earlier, I don't want to name names,
No.
but somebody related to her
Yeah.
who's in the audience today
Right.
told me, hey, my sister's way behind.
That's crazy.
Right, but I don't want to
That's crazy.
I don't want to point fingers.
Yeah.
But her initials are top 10. But that's all I'll say about it.
That's it. That's all
I
you'll say.
mum's the word. I promised Sarah I wouldn't say anything.
Oh, yeah, okay,
right,
good,
right,
good,
right.
good.
Okay, so everyone's favorite sister writes in and says, I know I'm a little bit behind, but I have to disagree with David on the Hail Mary trailer spoiling the movie. I watched it before y'all started talking about spoilers, and I was like, ugh, yawn. Another The Martian movie, except maybe trying to be funny. Next. Then the alien shows up, which of course it would, because stars are dying, and why wouldn't another planet send something to investigate what's up? After watching the whole trailer, I'm all kinds of interested in this movie. Without the alien, this is just another space movie where some person or persons gets launched into space on a seemingly hopeless mission that will probably be successful to save Earth. We've seen it a million times. I doubt even a funny Ryan Gosling would make me remember this movie existed. Add the alien, and now it's different enough to grab my attention, and rockets, pun totally intended, rockets up to the top of my watch list. I could not agree more. I was chatting with somebody in the lobby who was like, oh, I think it was you.
First off, not all of our conversations start with many, but not all of them.
I was talking to someone in the lobby. I can't remember who, but I think it was you. And you were like, ugh, I can't believe they spoiled this by putting the alien in it.
Right.
And I disagree completely. I think the alien, I completely agree with everyone's favorite sister. I think the alien makes this trailer, and like, I don't think the alien has to be a spoiler. I think it can be like a main plot point.
Yeah.
Like it's a story about a guy who gets sent to space to save the Earth and meets an alien and names
Surprise.
him.
It is a main plot point.
Names him Bob. Yeah. Then they name him Bob and they try to do the thumbs up, but
They do thumbs up, yeah.
but his thumbs on backwards, so it's a thumbs down, and he's like, I'm gonna count it. Come on.
I think this movie looks great.
Project Hail Mary is gonna be
Yeah.
great.
Next up, we have our one and only Tony Baloney, but I think we need to do something special here.
Hit me.
I think he should read his own email.
Tony Baloney.
On record.
Here we go.
Oh my God, this
Here we
is
go.
unprecedented.
I was just sitting here minding my own business,
Right.
watching the Penn Cinema podcast.
Right.
Okay, so there I was minding my own business, listening to the Penn Cinema podcast. Listening to the Penn Cinema podcast, minding my own business. When I hear the call to name ourselves. So after a lot of research, the abacus would have been proud of me. I came up with, drum roll, those who listen to the show know that Penn is an Ironman competitor. What do you call a group of cyclists? A peloton. So naturally, the best name is Pennaton. We follow Penn in the podcast. Ta-da! If you don't like it, I hate you forever. But I'll get over it. And in true Penn fashion, we have several other honorable mentions. Whack Pack, Barflies, Nicknamers, Pew Pews. That's my favorite.
Me too.
And other names that I never actually saw. Yours Baloney, Tony Baloney.
I love it.
Okay.
Oh, we got.
Let's continue down that road. Sarah's got. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the Alley Rats.
Okay.
That's a I like that one.
This comes from Top 10 Sarah,
right.
live in the audience.
Right, live.
Okay. So the Alley Rats.
So Top 10 Sarah writes in and writes, the podcast listeners should be called Alley Rats because we always go down the alleys.
Yeah.
I do like that.
I think this would best be read
We do the gobble gobble. It's the fun.
off of the song.
God.
I never hit the wrong button before. This is the first time.
The final countdown.
Wait, are you asking her to read what
No,
she wrote?
I'm asking you to read.
You're asking me to read it. All right. So I'm going to read it verbatim so I don't offend anybody.
Okay. Yeah.
Podcast listeners, alley rats. I don't know why I had to reread that.
I thought it was a list. That's what I was saying.
That's the whole thing.
That's why I was hyping it up. And I thought it was like. No, I like it. I like both of them.
My favorite part of Tony's note was the part where he says, "If you don't like it, I hate you forever." So good. All right, Nick Landis playing already writes in and says, "Why do you need to take suggestions when the best nickname is already so obvious? The PCP Addicts. Not an angel, but I am a little dusty." I don't know. Is that some kind of drug joke? Come on.
Whoa.
Come on.
Whoa.
Come on, Nick.
You never drugged in your life?
No. Stop it.
Please. All right, and then finally, for real this time.
For real.
We do the gobble gobble. We do the turkey wobble. We do the gobble gobble.
Mystery Gobble writes in. He says,
Wait. Are you going to set this up?
Okay, no, you go, please.
No, I'll set it up and then you read it.
Yeah.
Last week, we got a 14-page email from Mr. Gobble.
Right.
In true Frodo fashion.
Yeah.
And I asserted that I would not read it because I alleged that it was not, in fact, his work, that he had used AI to write it for him.
Preposterous. Apostrophe.
So apostrophe intended.
Yeah.
And so he writes in to confront the allegations.
And he says, no, I didn't write it. I didn't even read the whole thing. AI all the way.
I love him so much because I've never related to an email we got from a listener more than that.
Yeah. I didn't even read it.
I didn't write it. I didn't read it.
And I won't be held responsible.
Right. I don't know nothing.
All right. Well, that's all the listener feedback, questions, comments, so forth, and nickname suggestions.
And nicknames, yeah. That's
we
great.
have. Look, if you want to be a part of the show like these fine people, best way to do that, of course, is to be here live.
Right.
But if you don't have the opportunity, podcast@pencinema.com. All right, let's get on to one of the biggest questions that kind of keeps me up at night.
Yeah.
And sometimes
it's a tricky one.
I even call other people.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be too out about this. But Penn, what's up with you?
My interpretive dance.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
So elegant.
Yeah. I think I answered my question via the dance.
Yeah. There's the whole week of that.
What else is there to say?
Yeah.
David, my week was consumed with 3 Fantastic Four movies.
What?
3 Fantastic Four movies. I have not watched it, but I do want to just mention, I don't know if I'm crazy, but I kind of want to see I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, really?
Like, I'm thinking about watching that later this week.
It got ripped apart.
I know.
By critics much less acclaimed than us.
Right, even less, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, my time was equally divided between Fantastic Four movies and watching the Peloton in the Tour de France.
Wow.
Which, by the way,
is it over yet?
It's only halfway.
Oh my gosh!
And Tadej is running away with it.
Tadej
Pogacar. I don't really know how to say his last name.
Todd B is going to come and take place.
Yeah, he's running away with it, and Jonas Vingegaard is right on his butt. But the two of them are off and running. It's really exciting. Tadej is going to go down as one of the best cyclists in the history of cycling. So.
I don't think anybody in this room would argue that.
Right, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or know who he is.
Right. But David, what's with you?
Ken, let me tell you what's with me.
Oh my God.
This has been a very exciting singular day of the week. Star Trek is back.
Oh, thank God.
Baby. And you know the loaf of Yof was waiting for this. Strange New Worlds is back with season 3. I did not realize that I've been waiting for this for 2 years until someone said, hey, it's been 2 years since the last season. Well, long wait. And it's fantastic. I love that we can go from the pew-pew Star Trek to the very next episode being about what if somebody made a wish to marry someone and it changed reality. And that kind of wackiness is perfecto.
It's welcome.
I also did watch 3 Fantastic Four movies, and I may have hurt my brain a little bit because I did it in 24 hours. and it was a lot.
Did you, now let me ask you, did you watch did you sit and watch, or were you doing other stuff while they were on?
the first two, because I have seen them multiple times,
Yeah.
I did other things while I was watching them. But the third one that I had not seen before, I did sit and give my full attention and fell asleep.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
A fantastic snore.
Fantastic snore. I've also been watching a lot of ER.
Naturally.
Like I said before,
Right.
I've been watching it. And one thing that this show has proven to me, I'm still in the first season, of course, because
Right.
they're like a million years long.
Goes on forever.
Is Chicago seems beautiful. Gotta wonder why Top 10 Sarah left.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
Like, what's the deal?
Well, I have a
Because I
friend-
watched this and I was like, what if I worked in the ER in Chicago? Like, I could do it. This place looks pretty rad.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I mean, I have the qualifications.
Right.
I've been sick.
Right. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So
What else is there?
experience.
Right.
You know?
I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
No.
You know.
That's how you only know how to doctor by doing it
Right.
yourself.
Right.
Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah.
So, all right, look, next week, Fantastic Four First Steps, which hopefully will be amazing. I want to thank everyone for coming out to this live show that was at high noon. Did you know it was at high noon?
I did. Yeah, naturally.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I don't know if everyone heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to thank Complete Box for inviting us out again
Yes.
for a third year. It's been fun. Look, if you want us to be a part of the show, like these fine people
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the audience,
Yeah.
number one way to do that is to go ahead and email us at our brand new email address, podcast@penncinema.com.
Yeah.
Now, look, I know it's confusing. It's not the old one anymore.
Right.
It's the new one, podcast@penncinema.com. But if you want to support the
Yeah.
show,
Yeah.
Penn, what is the number one way to do it?
Well, David, later this afternoon, I was at a wedding and I was really pleasantly surprised.
What?
Yeah. And it's from the two most beautiful people you could ever meet in your life. We've known them since they were little kids.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have been happier when the moment came to say their vows.
Yeah.
What they did was they both promised each other to always listen to the Penson. And I thought to myself, that just makes all the sense in the world.
That's true love.
So listen, the next time you're getting married,
Yeah.
which, it could happen, you
It's
never know.
It's a multiple once in a
Right.
lifetime thing.
That's all I'm saying. Take that opportunity, and make that commitment to your loved one. And,
Yeah.
frankly, the rest of your family should join in as well. So I was really happy this afternoon when I
So
saw
during the
them.
ceremony, everyone can come up and dedicate.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And it
No
was
doubt.
super awkward for a minute, but then everyone realized what we were doing and we just had such fun. And and the bride and groom told me at the reception afterwards how much they appreciated the Penn Cinema podcast and how sorry they were that they weren't at the show. So
that makes
it was
sense.
really touching. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. As a matter of fact, they told me next time they get married, they're going to do it at Complete in Box out on the lawn.
During the anniversary.
Yeah, during the anniversary. Yeah.
Nice.
So-
Nice. Nice. Well, maybe you're in between weddings.
If you're in between weddings, the
Yeah.
best thing you could do is tell a friend, and please do tell a friend how much you enjoy the show.
All right. Well,
Wait.
Whoa.
One last thing.
Whoa.
Is this the last live show we're ever going to do?
No, this is clearly not the last live show. In fact, I'm pretty sure,
We got one on the books.
100% sure, in 2 months in September.
Yeah.
What's the date?
We don't know. September
Maybe
12th.
the 12th.
Yeah.
Let's bank on the 12th.
Yeah.
At high noon, right? At 11.
At 11 o'clock.
High 11.
At high 11.
Yeah.
And there will be birthday cake, right?
I mean, most
Yes,
likely.
obviously.
There's going to be, you can even throw baseballs and dunk people in water.
Yes. But not
Professional
us.
people.
Not us. We're not.
No.
Right. But we could dunk.
Doctors of
we could dunk
medicine
doctors.
for animals.
But you've been sick, so you're kind of like a doctor. So
Yeah,
maybe we'll dunk
basically.
you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
So we're going to be at Metro Pet Vet Clinic in Leola, their new location
Yeah.
for their grand opening party.
And I hear it's super cool.
So
I
it's
heard
going to be
it's a really
high noon at 11. Be ready.
high noon at 11 to
Yeah.
our favorite vet clinic.
Yeah. So that's your next opportunity.
That's it.
All right. Well, once again, for the Penn Cinema Podcast, I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. Take care. Party on. Hey. Woo. Oh, they got the outro.
Yeah. How fun.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema. featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.